Hi friends, good evening to you all. Today, though the data was slightly looking bullish, when I say data, it is the open interest and of course the stock data and others. Market tended to be open up, and then we saw a lot of profit booking. In fact, in the live video in the morning also I mentioned the same, and um, observed that a huge profit booking came after some time. Today's range, if you see, high was 16,326 and the low was 16,170 in terms of Bank Nifty futures. When I look at the open interest, there seems to be a lot of short build-up which has seemed to have occurred now, and plus the inflation news, the news of Russia seems to be looming large. If you observe today, the only few things which held the market was pharma and FMCG. Even IT, all of the sectors were completely down. Even auto sector tended to hold for some time, but then couldn't sustain for long. Tomorrow I expect the Nifty 500 stocks to be badly hit first. When I say badly hit, we may see a huge crackdown. Meanwhile, I am just wanting to look at Nifty IT. Nifty IT was also down. Dow TCS, which we mentioned to keep in the radar, moved up initially positive. If you see, it opened at 3451, made a high of 3495, and then was trading low for most of the time. This was the range where it traded. Tomorrow, according to me, we may see TCS moving towards possibly the first level would be somewhere around 3406, sorry, and then maybe even we can look at the trend line being tested. 3,351 is the last good support which we saw in this counter. Coming back to the index, our levels for tomorrow, the first, according to the open interest, and I'm sharing the levels along with the charts. If Nifty sustains below 16,094, there is a possibility that 15,977 can be tested, and prior to that 1653 could be a strong support area for this. 16,000 is a psychological support, so I am hoping that we may not crack this levels and head towards 15,977. If we see, there is a huge C build-up in most of the stocks also, including Reliance. and we see a very low support at around 2500 levels. Though I am slightly bearish in the index, on the stock front I am expecting the stocks to hold a little bit. If we see Reliance moving, the first level of support for Reliance we're expecting is 2509, and any sell off below this level we can expect somewhere close to 2489. So I would probably look at shorting Reliance 1 below 2532 for a target of 2510. Any further short below this, I would look at the target of 2488. Some stocks which I have kept in radar for tomorrow is Goodyear, Exide Industries, India First, IDFC First. So let us look at these stocks. IDFC First has now is fundamentally strong. We are seeing this coming into our sell area couple of times. I am expecting this stock to possibly give one maybe a dip towards 32 levels, 32 levels, and then maybe we may see some kind of a pullback towards 42 levels or so. So keep these levels in mind while you're trading. So that we could look at a good entry at these prices. I'm sorry. Earlier I had mentioned, I had shared one of the charts, the dollar index. I just want to look at that once. Dollar index, we are expecting some selling coming at 103.8 levels. Our target would be somewhere close to 102. This range seems to have not been cracked. Any up move above 103, then we may look at 104. However, let's see how this goes. At the moment we see I have a query, yes, by Shiva. I was not able to look in the question, Mr. Shiva, sorry. Yes, I am expecting the market to possibly close positive, but then I would suggest to keep a watch of these levels which I am currently sharing. 33,668 could be a good support in terms of Bank Nifty futures. 50 F4s, I think I have shared the levels. Just a moment, please. Sorry. Give me a second, friends. I just want to look at the queries asked. Somehow I am not able to look at the same on the mobile. So if you would want to have, if you have any queries in terms of any stocks in particular, I would be glad. For me, IDFC First is one stock which I am looking to short. The other is Exide Batteries, Exide Industries, sorry. Exide Industries, I'm expecting this stock to possibly head towards 142 levels, 142 to 140 levels. Post that, one may possibly look to buy for a target of 150, 158 levels on the longer term. Reliance Industries, I'm expecting some kind of support at 2520, failing which we should see 2508. So one can probably look at shorting Reliance below 2534 for a possible target of 2520. Any further sell off, then our target would be 2509. Kotak, I have been bullish on this counter. However, today it tested the lows, took support and moved back. Any sell below 2540, we may possibly see 2430 levels on this counter. I was mentioning in my previous videos, I'm slightly staying away from Godrej properties, and I'm expecting more lows to be done on this counter. One may expect 1186 and 1990 on this counter as well. Any positive move above 510, then we may possibly look at then we may possibly look at 1700 on this counter. Currently this counter is bearish. Let's look at HDFC Bank, one of our favorites. This also today had huge selling pressure which we observed during the market. In fact, we shorted this at 1320 levels. Our target was somewhere close to 1312 and it made a low of 1309. This is on the equity front. Futures, I think it made 1314 levels. Keep an eye on Repco Home Finance, Suven Pharma and Goodyear as well. These also seems to be under huge selling pressure. If you see Goodyear, huge selling volumes, the last closing period was seen on this counter. Any up move above 920 on this counter, my target would be easily 1000 to 1020 in Goodyear. However, failing these levels, I am expecting Goodyear to test 860, 870 levels on this counter. So if you have any other queries, okay, I have questions. What would I suggest for Indigo, Dabur, L&T? Actually, today I think Indigo we saw some kind of a bullishness. I was not able to follow because I was totally focused on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Yes, I think first hour or so, I think there was a huge up move on this counter in an interglobe aviation. If Indigo is able to sustain above 1700, I think we should go long, and their target would be 1886. But I would suggest to wait for some kind of a pullback on this counter. This actually looks, if you see the pattern also, this looks like a W pattern. There's a kind of a double bottom which is made. If somebody has idea about Elliott waves and others, let me see if I can draw this for you. Okay, if this is able to sustain anytime, if it is able to sustain above 1725, this would be a good counter to buy. This would be a strong trend line support 1680. Any down move below 1675, we may see 1600 levels being tested on this counter. So keep your stop loss somewhere at 1675 if you're going long, but I would suggest to go long only above 1723. Let me put this price for you, 1726, close to 1726 above. So let's see tomorrow with this new issues cropping up about Russia using new generation weapons. A lot of news running around with Finland and other countries joining NATO. Hopefully we don't see another attack on these countries. The other stock I think our friend was asking is Dabur. Dabur, I'm positionally long. but yes, let me look at the charts, because Dabur, I think you can comfortably go long, sir. uh, your first level of support will be 504. And I would suggest to compound more quantities above 520 for a target of 580 to give me a second, let me look at this once again before I suggest anything. This is yes, I think 520 above we should see 570, 560 levels. Any up move above this 570, then we should see about 620 to 640 on this counter. The all-time high is, I think, 660, and then it has been actually going down. This is a very good strong support zone, 500. In fact, I remember giving a 510 call, 520, I think. Just a minute, 520 call at 3 rupees, I think, yes, to our friends. Yeah, 520 C at 3 rupees. SL was 2.5. Our target was around 6. Hopefully, let me look at this. We had only one quantity. Let me look at the closing of Dabur 520 CE. Yeah, it is around 4.6. Our target is around 6. This was given to one of our friends. So, if you have any other queries, L&T, okay, the stock options. So Dabur, I think you can look at 520 call, but then you may, your target stop loss is around 3. Tomorrow basis charts and the pattern, I think we should look at maybe 510 call or 515, because premium decay also on time, and premium decay is also there. So tomorrow I would suggest to look at the options. If you're trading in options, one need to be very careful when you're trading the stock options because of the low trade volumes. See, these type of stocks, I would not suggest to trade in stock options. I would suggest to get totally in the money, maybe somewhere at 500. If the price is 510, then better to trade in the money of, or totally in the money of 400 to 495, because as the price, as the strike is far and the prices move away, or the price goes lower, supposedly today it is at 510, tomorrow it is at 495, and we have a strike 520, then there are, if you see, there are very low volumes. There is no much of buying and selling which happens here, so it could be very risky. And end of the month, if you are not able to sell this, because there will be no buyers, if there's no buyers, then you will not be able to sell the option, so then you have to buy the equivalent quantity, so the margins would go up to 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs. So you need to be very careful. Also, I think you asked about L&T. Larsen and Turbo, it's a good stock. Buy it, hold, and equity. As far I look at it, for the long term. This I think good. I will to add with a stop loss of 1538 because below 1540 1550 we may see 1490 levels coming on this stock. Of course, what I would suggest is buy just maybe 10% of what you are looking to buy on this counter, and then add in more quantities as the price starts moving up in our favor, which is called as compounding. Most of the times people look to buy on dips, but the better way to do is when the price starts moving up in your favor, you add more quantities with of course a strict stop loss. So if our friends do not have any other queries, I would like to close. Please note my phone number is 7411234171. One may even WhatsApp, or you may of course join our Telegram link. I would share our Telegram link in this. We would also be sharing our live trade calls in the Telegram. Thank you for joining us. We will try to make more videos. I'm having a slight cold, so I'm unable to talk much, but good luck for tomorrow. If you see the global market tomorrow again looks like a heavy fall. Nasdaq is almost 500 points down, and the Dow Jones is around 900 points down, 960 Dow Jones index. So huge fall expected tomorrow. Second half maybe we may see some kind of a recovery in the market. So trade safe and take care. We also would be training how to identify whether the market is bullish, bearish and flat, because in a flat market, for example today, if you see market became a slightly flat today at some period of time, where the option premium gets killed. There's no point in trading at that point in time. It was just trading at this 50 levels. So 50 to 100, you will not be able to make much profit. So to identify, best is to identify whether it is of course with the help of charts, with the help of indicators, we can understand if the market is bearish, bullish, and then trade accordingly. When there is a bearish market, we do not look at adding any equities. It's better to stay, wait and watch for the market to stabilize and then add it. So that's how it is. So thank you, sir. Good day all. Take care. Bye bye.